So AJ Lee, there's talks about her coming back to team up with her hubby CM Punk at WrestlePalooza against Becky and Seth. Now, years ago, in my head, I definitely entertained the idea of AJ Lee coming back for another run. But as I've heard about her neck issues, mental health issues, I've come to the conclusion in recent days, like the past couple of days of this news coming out here about her potentially coming back, and now everybody just wants her to come back. Everybody's fiending for her to return. Now, me personally, I think they should hold off on that. I think instead of AJ Lee, it should be an unhinged Bayley. Yes, unhinged Bayley should team up with CM Punk. Now you got to understand the connection here, right? Bayley and AJ Lee, they're both friends in real life. CM Punk and Bayley, they're friends in real life. Bayley dislikes Becky because Becky and her got beef. Bayley's trying to get back to her former glory. Bayley's trying to redeem herself. Becky cost Bayley the WrestleMania match. She took her out before WrestleMania, cost her spot. So it makes a lot of sense to have Bayley team up with CM Punk. Now, I don't disagree with AJ Lee coming back for an appearance. I think for a match, I don't think it's a good idea. If she's having neck issues to a point where if she wrestles one match, takes one bump, that could spell the end. And I don't want that for AJ Lee, for a fellow New Jersey native. I do not want that for her. I want her to be healthy, safe, and sound. And I know a lot of y'all want her to be back and, to be mixing up with Becky, but listen, I'm all about protecting your health over everything else. So I would pitch having unhinged Bayley team up with CM Punk instead of having AJ Lee. Now, you can have AJ Lee make an appearance, which I still think she will, but have her announce CM Punk's tag team partner. Have her convince any woman in the locker room, particularly Bayley, to team up with Punk at WrestlePalooza. Now, if she's able to go and she's already in great in-ring shape and she's prepared to go, then hey, have at it. Me personally, I think it should be Bayley. I'm not against the idea. I've cooled off on the idea in recent years because I just figured it's not going to happen. Like, the woman said she wants nothing to do with wrestling. Like, ever since 2015, she has completely distanced herself from everything wrestling. Almost everything. I think she had something to do with, what's that female promotion? I forgot the name of it. I think it's like, Women's of Wrestling or something. I don't know. I think it's like WOW, like WOW or something. I don't know. So some female-based promotion. I think she was like the producer of that whole promotion. She had some type of affiliation. I don't know. Maybe y'all can correct me in the comments section. But yeah, I think AJ Lee, it would not be a good idea for her to come back in the ring and mixing up with Becky Lynch. Considering she got neck issues, it's been 10 years. That's a long time to be away from the ring. And I don't know if I want to exactly see a rusty AJ Lee come back to the ring. And like I said, she's in great shape. But can she still go in the ring? That's the question. And I think it's intriguing that now we're teasing her return after 10 years because she's one of those talent that they leave the company and you expect them to never come back, to never ever make an appearance. And she hasn't for the past 10 years. I mean, kudos to her for sticking to her guns and, committing to pro wrestling retirement, unlike some other pro wrestlers. But she has been one of the few ones to commit to retirement and be serious about it. So I give her props for that, you know. But everyone that is itching for her return, y'all probably thinking that they finna be playing with y'all. They finna be, you know, getting y'all worked up. And I agree. Like, they should not be playing with the fans. Like, if this is what they want, okay, give them what the hell they want. Because the woman's gonna get a humongous pop, a huge reaction if she comes out, you know. But I think it would be a missed opportunity for her not to make an appearance and have some. Here's the thing, right? Instead of having AJ Lee and Becky Lynch in the ring wrestling, I don't really like that idea. I would rather have both of them cut promos on each other. I'd rather hear AJ Lee and Becky have a verbal exchange in the ring. That's what I would rather see. And then AJ Lee would be like, listen, bitch, I can't wrestle anymore. I'm not cut out for this like how I used to be. So I'm going to, get me a good friend of mine to team up with my husband to take you and your husband on. And that's where she can introduce Bailey.